get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag of off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120!
You ain't got nothing! You ain't got nothing!
Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go, D! Let's go! Watch twitch!
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Break.
Waiting. Sunday.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
12, fellas. Here we go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Go. 180.
Right 54. Watch the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This is Mostert. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. I'm here on this.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the... That's caught at the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
They're running it.
Out. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go. Black 80.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Get ready. Get ready.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Johnson's got it complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Here we go. 280.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Man 5-7.
51.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll try and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Switch.
21.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check 43.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go. Waiting.
54 Mike. Stop your whining. Slams.
Let's go. Great. Williams.
You got tight right there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Wentz to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time. 3rd down here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Go. Ram. Sunday. Hey, orbit. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go, Mike. 5-7. Buzz.
Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we're
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Sweetie!
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Hey, Rip 5-2. Come here. Hey, Haywood.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ram. It's great 57.
He's cracked.
It's great 57. Lion.
Now Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 13. Check 13.
Wentz going to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down.
One, Omaha.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and the catch made by Johnson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
21.
Here's Mostert. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And this is away, it's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Go. 20.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shit.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, you gotta get this stop here, D. Hey, switch gears.
From the 24, Wentz letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marcus Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
65.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got his man on the crossing route. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McKinnon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Wentz now on first down. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the deep.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, they're scared.
Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Don't get nervous.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He finds McKinnon complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7.